Guess who's back in the headlines? Trump is making waves again, and this time he's got big plans for the crypto community.
This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world, and we'll get it done.
Despite a recent attempt on his life that left him with a patch on his ear, Trump isn't slowing down. He's been hitting the stage, making speeches, and even making promises about what he'll do if he gets back into office. One of the places he recently popped up was at Bitcoin 24 conference in Nashville, Tennessee.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you.
He dropped some bombshells that has everyone in the crypto world buzzing. In this video, we're diving into those promises and what they could mean for the future of crypto and you and me.
I pledge to the Bitcoin community that the day I take the oath of office, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's anti-crypto crusade will be over. It will end. It'll be done.
Should you be thinking about jumping into crypto right now? And what does all this mean for the future of Bitcoin? We're about to break it all down. But before we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications, okay? We've got the latest insights on global finance, cryptocurrencies, and practical investing tips coming your way. All right, now let's get into it. I was at the Bitcoin 2024 conference in Nashville, Tennessee, where Trump joined other presidential candidate RFK. Together, we're focusing on Trump's promises from that event. Now keep in mind, Trump's known for seizing opportunities. Whether he's genuinely passionate about crypto remains up for debate. But right now, it seems like he's more interested in winning election. But love him or hate him, he has a track record for delivering on his campaign promises. So if he wins this fall, expect these promises to be front and center. Number one, removing the SEC chairman. You might have heard of Gary Gensler, chairman of the SEC. In crypto circles, he's about as popular as a turd in the pool on a hot day, okay? Some folks even say he's more disliked than Satan himself.
For 3.5 years, the current administration has waged a war on crypto and Bitcoin.
Gary's relationship with crypto is complicated, to say the least, okay? Despite teaching a course on it at MIT and having a very solid grasp of blockchain technology, many in the crypto community feel he's been unnecessarily tough on them. And rumor has it, his personal history with crypto is influencing his decisions and actions. Now, I hope you got a cup, because here's the tea. Gary once wanted to advise Binance, a major crypto exchange. They turned him down. Since then, the SEC has been all over Binance and crypto in general like a hawk, legally speaking. Trump announced he would fire Gary Gensler day one to a standing, applauding, raving crowd.
We're going to let it grow. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman.
If you didn't know this, the SEC chair isn't elected. They're appointed by the president. That means whoever holds that role can seriously shape how crypto is regulated in the US and beyond. So, removing someone like Gary, who's been seen as anti-crypto from day one, could be a game changer for the industry. So keep an eye on this. It's a huge deal for anyone interested in the future of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, as well as innovation in America. 2. Appointing a new crypto advisor. Let's talk about another big promise. Appointing a crypto advisor who will draft regulations within the first 100 days in office.
Upon taking office, I will immediately appoint a Bitcoin and Crypto Presidential Advisory Council.
Right now, crypto companies are in a tough spot in the US. They're asking the SEC for guidance, they're getting no response, and then getting sued later for breaking laws that either weren't clear or didn't even exist when they started. It's a mess. And that's why having someone who truly understands crypto to create this regulation is so crucial. It means the rules will be fair, clear, designed by people who actually know the industry. Imagine having a solid regulatory framework in place within the first 100 days.
We will have regulations, but from now on, the rules will be written by people who love your industry, not hate your industry, people that want to make it clear and simple, straightforward, and fair.
With proper regulations, the best and brightest in crypto wouldn't have to leave the US out of fear of getting into legal trouble down the road. Instead, they could innovate, and grow right here, making the US once again a leader in the crypto space. This promise could be a real game changer for the industry, creating a friendly and competitive environment for everyone involved. But Trump didn't stop there. Trump has pledged to commute Ross Ulbricht's sentence. Ross was convicted in 2013 for operating a controversial black market website using Bitcoin. Now, he was sentenced to double life plus 40 years, despite being a first-time nonviolent offender. With bipartisan support and over a decade served, freeing Ross would symbolize to a safer environment for early adopters worldwide to return to the US and innovate within the regulatory guidelines Trump plans to establish. 3. Abolishing CBDCs and supporting stablecoins. There will be no central bank digital currency or CBDC under a Trump presidency. Mic drop.
There will never be a CBDC while I'm president of the United States.
See, Trump plans to instruct the Treasury to halt the development of a CBDC. While the current CBDC concept includes privacy protections, Trump sees potential dystopian risks in a fully digital currency. Acknowledging the digital age's importance, even for privacy advocates like himself, Trump is firm on this stance. 4. The future of stablecoins. Trump advocates for the safe expansion of stablecoins.
As part of our effort to provide regulatory clarity, we will create a framework to enable the safe and responsible expansion of...
He believes stablecoins like USDC or USDT, which are digital representations for the US dollar, which are digital representations of the dollar backed almost one-to-one with treasuries diversified with stable assets like gold, could realistically promote the dollar globally. Trump aims to strengthen global demand for the US dollar and counter recent regulatory pressures under the Biden administration against stablecoins. 5. End of Operation Choke Point. Let's talk about another big promise. Shutting down Operation Choke Point. Now, if you search online, you'll find plenty of articles saying this is just a conspiracy theory used by the right to scare people. But I can tell you from firsthand personal experience that this is real and it has had serious consequences. I even lost a business because of it. So don't believe everything you read online without checking for yourself.
They want to choke you. They want to choke you out of business. We're not going to let that happen. And no longer will your government sit by and watch as Bitcoin jobs and businesses flee to other countries because America's laws are too unclear and too tough and too angry.
Operation Choke Point started under the Obama administration, continued under Trump, though it didn't get worse, and then came back with a vengeance under Biden. It's a strategy where the federal government controls how people and companies move money in and out of dollars to other currencies. And Trump made mention of it in the conference.
For those who work in this industry, they target your banks, they choke off your financial services. Have people seen that? Yes?
They do this by bullying and threatening companies and individuals to play nice or risk losing their assets. Essentially, if the government controls all of the on and off ramps for currency conversion, they control the flow of money, and by extension, they control the people. I was personally involved in a startup that had its last option for currency conversion choked off by the federal government. We were forced to either start paying around $50,000 a month for a service they allowed or go out of business. Show me a startup that can afford $50,000 a month and I'll show you a lie. So hearing Trump promise to reverse this is incredible. It means that innovation and strengthening of the US dollar globally could actually happen if he's elected. Now, here's a practical example of how things could change. I know many individuals and companies who wanted to use stablecoins like USDT and USDC for payment, especially with contractors. But contractors were losing their ability to affordably convert USDT back into dollars when they needed them. And companies were being threatened with losing their banking rights if they tried to convert their US dollars into stablecoins. You can't make this shit up. People didn't stop getting paid this way. What happened is the companies took their business outside of the US. This reversal could mark a brand new day for crypto and innovation in the USA. One statement from Trump really stood out. We have to do this, or China will. You like my little Trump impersonation?
America first. Because if we don't do it, China's going to be doing, others are going to be doing it. Let's do it and do it right.
Having politicians who understand that we can't bury our heads in the sand is crucial. Otherwise, the US risks being leapfrogged by other countries. And this last point is how I believe Trump and even RFK plan to financially save America and restore global confidence in the US government. Number 7, make Bitcoin a part of the USA's strategic reserve. Trump plans to have the US government immediately move the roughly 210,000 Bitcoin it holds into its strategic reserves. But that's not all.
As the final part of my plan today, I am announcing that if I am elected, it will be the policy of my administration, United States of America, to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the US government currently holds or acquires into the future. We'll keep 100%. I hope you do well, please.
Connecting some dots here, Trump hinted at even bigger plans, though he didn't spell it out. Literally after his speech, Senator Cynthia Lummis walked onto the same stage and proposed a bill for the US government to buy 1 million Bitcoin and hold them 20 years. If this happens, the US government would hold about 4% of the total Bitcoin supply. If the US government were to go through with this, it would send shockwaves around the world, with a limited number of countries able to buy Bitcoin for their reserves. The market cap of Bitcoin could conservatively reach 100 trillion, and this would push the price per Bitcoin to around 4.7 million per coin, given it has a fixed supply of 21 million coins. This move would not only significantly reduce the US government's debt liability, but also restore the value of the US dollar and faith in the US government. It's a strategy that could transform the financial landscape. I'm going to make a separate video that outlines how Trump and RFK plan to use Bitcoin to restore the US dollar and the US government. So make sure your notifications are turned on, subscribe, and stay tuned for that. If you've watched until this point, here's a high five from me to you. And remember, grab that course that's 100% free for a limited time. Smash the like, subscribe with notifications turned on, and watch the next video right here and right here. But most of all, you keep living your life to the fullest. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.